Get ready for this. What is going on, Crow fam? The reason why I'm making this video is because when crypto prices are uneventful, to me it's the best time to investigate and bring pretty cool findings to light for everyone's edification. And this one comes because Binance shutting down operations in Netherlands, right? They're quitting, they're leaving because they failed to get that license. And to me, it's like, well, is crypto.com operating in Netherlands? Because I haven't seen anything online on Twitter. And when I go and browse, I don't really get a list. I don't really get a list by countries exactly where they operate. Some of them do, some of them don't. And to my brain, it's like, well, can I investigate and research and get a lot of cool findings? And that is why you're watching this video. Let me tell you the full story. If you're a CRONOS holder, you don't want to miss this one. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead and smash the like button, everybody, and consider subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Countries of operations. And obviously, I want to go ahead and piggyback a little bit from Binance because I want to compare crypto.com Binance a little bit and just make this case stronger, right? Obviously, we see that crypto.com is an exchange that is worldwide, and online, they're telling us they're operating in 100 plus nations, available markets, right? And Binance says the same thing right here. But now let me show you a couple of things that I found. I think you're going to find them pretty exciting. Now, Binance right here is telling me online global, right? 100 countries. Well, if you sum all of the countries they have on this page currently, which is the country sector, you're going to find 48, not 100. So that's one thing. I'm sure that they're missing some because I don't know, but they have 48. I already added them up, just 48, less than 50, and they're saying 100, which I trust them, pretty sure they're missing a couple of them right here. I'm like, okay, well, how about crypto.com? Because, they are leaving Netherlands, and I'm like, okay, well, Netherlands is in Europe. Am I going to find Netherlands here? And the answer is no. Where can I find Netherlands for crypto.com, right? Well, crypto.com in Netherlands, I kind of like started going with one question and led me to another, to another, to another. And well, what I can see here is that, seems that you can connect with the crypto.com app. I'm like, okay, not a problem. So I'm going to move to where crypto.com tells me there's a bunch of things that I want to show you. Which are crypto.com available market? I came to this page and it was updated a week ago. Over a week ago, I'm like, okay, so it seems to be pretty recent in 2023. Now, let me go ahead and get closer. Crypto.com, and here's where it starts getting pretty tasty because you have to differentiate which products you're working on. The Crypto.com app is currently available in 100 plus markets, and that is the given factor. And I already have this one because Crypto.com is available in 100 plus different countries, but I don't have my phone with me, but they're referring to the app, right? Not in all of the different countries, 100 ones, they have all of Crypto.com products available. That is why when we hear like just recently from Singapore, the license, or France or Canada, it's because they start with the app most of the time, then probably go with anything with the Visa card. They need to partner with banks, right, to make that a smooth transition. And then the exchange, like you're hearing right here, Crypto.com products include an app, the one that you want to use, that has pretty high fees, and the spread is pretty insane sometimes, but it does the job and you can trade basically. But the exchange is another different thing, that it does have an app, but it's a much better experience overall, less fees and a lot more opportunities. Then you have the wallet and an NFT marketplace. So there's a lot there, and that's something that it's because if the app is available, it doesn't mean that everything that crypto.com offers is available. Like in the United States, we can use the app, we can use DeFi, we can use the card, but we don't have the exchange, which is pretty insane, right? Not for retail. Take a look at this. So 100 plus markets. We review markets regarding crypto regulations, credit card fraud, roadmap, and everything. So in the United States, I'm sure that they're like, I'm just still waiting for crypto regulations, because on other third-party articles, they say crypto. Well, right here actually, it was on Wikipedia. If you take a look at the North American one, it says crypto.com plans to shut down of their services in the United States by June 21st, and they're referring to the institutional exchange, stating the new regulations of the SEC making it much more difficult for cryptocurrency services to operate. However, this won't affect the naming rights of the LA Arena, right? Which, you know, I'm pretty cool to see all of these insights connect, right? If you remember last year, 2022, if I'm not mistaken, they told us they were gonna invest $150 million in Paris, France, to build a new headquarters there, an office. So France and Europe are opening the doors to, to crypto.com a lot, while they are reevaluating in the United States. And this was probably the best decision for the company to leave the institutional exchange here in the United States, because the speed is not fast enough for crypto.com. Now, 100 plus markets. And when you try to find a list with all of them, like at least Binance has a little bit, you cannot find it. The only thing you find is right now a list of states, of 49 states. And you might wonder, well, what's the state that is missing? And classic, it's New York. You cannot find New York here. And the reason why is because it says right here at the bottom, we'll continue to evaluate the steps required to offer our services in New York. Our goal. Why? Because it's restricted in state changes. So there's a lot of things in New York that you probably know. I'm sure that, New York fam, they're, cannot use a lot of the different applications, including, the app. Sad but true. But this is one thing, and check this out. The Crypto.com Visa card rollout plan in stages. So you see, there's the app, the Visa card, and more products. They're not talking about the exchange right here, but as regulations change in each market, right, the status of our availability is changing on a nearly weekly basis. Meaning, because I was sometimes personally getting confused, because if you will have the app and and I can tell that people, residents of that country, are using crypto.com app, then why cannot they use other different things like the exchange or the Visa card or so? It's because there's so many different products, and for each one of the products, you need a specific license, you need a specific, rule, regulation, registration, and makes total sense, right? So you just wanted to give you this insight, right? That in my opinion, right here, I was like, well, where's the list? And I wasn't able to find anything. The only thing they said was they'd have Singapore and European Union, Canada, Australia, Brazil, and more. But I found this list right here, fxempire.com. Now, I don't know when this was last updated, but there's some pretty cool, interesting things right here. You remember there was 100 plus countries available here on crypto.com, right? They told us right here, the markets. Well, they are telling me here that accepted countries are 83. I'm like, okay, 83, close to 100, right? Much better than the 48 that I can find here on Binance. Now, you have to come all the way down. They pretty much explained what crypto.com is. And guess what? I have a list of accepted countries here on FX Empire. And it gets better, right? Because there's some countries that, well, if you have it, then why are you not currently posting a little bit more? Obviously, I'm not saying that this page has the right list, because it will better be coming from crypto.com. But check this out. They are saying that the accepted countries right now is Hong Kong. And I'm like, wait, Hong Kong? Isn't Huobi the first accepted registered BASP exchange right now? Or does it mean that everyone is already in Hong Kong, but they are getting their license? So that was kind of like a confusion for me, and I'm going to explain really quick. And I'm going to show you, and it's here, Netherlands, right? So Binance is leaving Netherlands. Binance is leaving, where is it? Canada, already left. but crypto.com is still here, which is a great thing because people can still use, you know, this exchange and still become part of the Crow fam, and that is awesome. But I want to stay here with Hong Kong a little bit because we know the following. Huobi, the first virtual asset trading platform invited to the Hong Kong back, is fully committed to supporting Hong Kong's Web3 business development, right? So this was posted at the end of May. So it's been a while. And I'm like, well, what is going on? Well, because right here, what we can tell is that crypto.com maybe has an app, maybe has the app in Hong Kong, but it's still getting approved for the exchange and for other different products. That's what I mean. Now, it could be that Hong Kong people, Hong Kong residents don't even have access to the app, and this was just something that it was posted right here as another country. So those are my questions that I kind of wanted to get a little bit more insights in, right? Which are the exchanges that you do have entry and which are not? For example, Mexico, right? I never heard them speak about Mexico on the crypto.com, you know, a Twitter page for any type of regulation or registration, nothing. But for Singapore, yes. And you have right here, let's see, we have the Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands. You remember Cyprus, that they were getting all this registration and posting them on Twitter. So some of them you have in Australia, but some of them, the other ones, you know, we are not talking, we're not hearing anything. Maybe because those countries don't really have too many regulations for entry. And they're like, you know, whoever comes, perfect, that's awesome. And in this case, of course, they have the United States. Even, I don't find the United States right here. Let me see. On this list, I don't find it from, if it's alphabetically, UK, United Arab Emirates, you know, Dubai, which is right here, US Virgin Islands. Well, US Virgin Islands, as soon as you have this one, you know, it probably is also speaking with the US, but nope, I don't even see the US. So you see, kind of wanted to get more insights on this one. For now, Binance, now this is Hong Kong, Binance has so far not announced that it intends to register to operate in Hong Kong. So I don't see Binance in Hong Kong yet because the business closed shop in China in 2017 when crypto exchanges were banned. So it was open in China in 2017, now it's banned, but I'm sure now that crypto remains still, you know, banned in China, Hong Kong retains a separate legal system despite the developments. And now they want to, you know, open up for everyone, and they're inviting Coinbase, Huobi, and I'm sure that crypto.com is going to be part of that list too, and have a nice Asia mentality, which that's going to be pretty cool. So you see, I mean, you take a look at that, everybody. I mean, to me, it's pretty exciting, right? Because there are different products, the different objectives. And one last thing, the reason why I kind of got into this too, check this out. Crypto.com restricted and banned countries. I'm like, oh, do we have any banned countries here? When it comes to countries that are not allowed to use services of crypto.com, this include Afghanistan, Cuba, Syria, and some additional countries like Bolivia, Hong Kong, Malta, Lebanon, Puerto Rico, and Ukraine. Now, this is, of course, another third-party information. Crypto.com supported countries allowed in the US and EU. The answer is yes, but according to some pages, they're saying, no, you cannot use Hong Kong. And if you come to this list, it's telling me that, yeah, it is accepted in Hong Kong. See what I'm saying? So my investigation is ongoing. Obviously, I think more and more we're going to get information from the official page, the official Twitter, from Chris and everyone. But, you know, still curious. But so far, it's growing the list. Binance, Crypto.com, they're making sure that the card, the app, the exchange, NFTs, and more are welcome. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is going to look like this, right? With all of these different approvals, certifications, licenses, that is the way to go. But it doesn't mean that they are not already there with another specific app product like the Crypto.com app. There you go. Thank you for watching, everybody. That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. More information for everybody as we wait for crypto prices to rise. I'll see you next time, everybody. Like and subscribe. Peace.